Last month, I had the opportunity to be in Colorado Springs at the Youth for Christ headquarters, really sealing the deal on a great partnership with Juvenile Justice Ministry, which is part of Youth for Christ. Matter of fact, it's almost as old as Youth for Christ. And it's a creative partnership between Prison Fellowship and Juvenile Justice Ministry that came about really through the activity of Justice Fellowship. We were asked by a lobbying group in D.C. to come into that arena of public policy. And Justice Fellowship has been funded to become part of the dialogue. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to now bring restorative justice. So what does it mean to see the individual who's broken the law as someone created in the image of God who can be affected by the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus and can truly be restored to their potential in Christ? And Justice Fellowship has been invited into that arena, and really invited into an arena that doesn't have very many voices. Well, we started thinking about that, and we said, you know, really one of the powerful aspects of Justice Fellowship is it's partnered with Prison Fellowship. We have advocacy and service happening at the same time, and much of the legitimacy of Justice Fellowship is that they can talk about what's happening in adult corrections. So we said we needed to look for a partner. We don't do juvenile ministry, and so who does? Who's doing it well? And what we discovered is JJM, Juvenile Justice Ministry, is already in 13 states across our country. Out of 1,280 juvenile detention centers in our country, they're in almost 300 already. Juvenile detention centers are a bit different because they're run by the counties that they're in. There really is no standardization. I've been in wonderful detention centers who really are serving those juveniles well, and I've been in detention centers that actually are shabby and dingy and very discouraging. One can have great programming, and another can literally have no programming. It's really opened our eyes to the need to, if you would, get upstream of the issue, involve ourselves in the lives of these juveniles, and break the cycle of crime there. We are thrilled to be partnered with an organization like Youth for Christ that has such a long history. You know, when I was sitting in their offices, they have this wonderful picture of Billy Graham as a former president, and I had this imagery of Billy Graham and Chuck Colson partnered together. Their ministries, their legacies, partnered together for the sake of sharing the gospel with teenagers so that they don't end up in the adult system. Would you pray with me? We have a lot of opportunity. We have a lot of work to do. They're a great organization to work with. Angel Tree is going to get introduced into juvenile detention centers. About 10% of the juveniles in detention across our country are already parents. And Angel Tree is such a wonderful fit. So when you participate in Angel Tree this year, you may be serving a 17-year-old father who has a child. You may be serving to give that young man an opportunity to do the right thing as a dad. The sky's the limit for us, friends. We're getting upstream from criminal behavior, and we're desiring, by the grace of God, to break the cycle of crime. Pray with us. We need your partnership. I'll see you in August.